Hi you guys, and welcome to day 13 of Ab Camp. This day is really fun. We are going to do hula hooping, we're going to go butterfly catching, we are even going to play leapfrog. So this is just a fun and whimsical day that's definitely going to make you feel a burn in your core. If you are just joining me today for the first time, then please stop here, go back to the beginning, and work your way up to this point. As always, remember to follow my cues for breathing and technique, and you'll be good to go. So let's get started. We're going to begin standing up with our hula hooping, and then we're going to come down onto a mat. So all you'll need today is a yoga mat. I'm going to bring my shirt up a little bit so you can really see what's going on in my core. So we are going to begin with hula hooping. We've done a little bit of hip circling up until this point. We've done a few circular moves. On the bike riding day, we did some bridges with hip circles. On the nearly invisible core ghost stories day, we did some tiny hip circles. But right now, we're just gonna get loose with big hip circles. I want you to imagine that you are hula hooping, and the whole purpose of this today is just to warm up our core muscles. So try to keep your shoulders and your head relatively still as you move your hips in a circle, like you're drawing a big circle on the ground beneath you. Just like before in our nearly invisible core video, our ghost stories video with the tiny hip circles, feel that you're really swinging around forward using your abdominals. So lifting through the pelvic floor, pulling in the low abs as you come forward, and then release back. So lift and release, lift and release, lift and release. And then, you know what, after that, after a few rounds of that, just be loose. Just do whatever makes you feel good, happy, carefree, and like a kid again. So circle it around. Maybe you can even do some hip circles in a circle. That's always fun. Just enjoy it. So a couple more times. Let's go one more time around. And then we go the other way. So now other direction. Go ahead and take a minute to focus on what the muscles are doing. Focus on engaging through the core, lifting through the pelvic floor and the low abs as you swing it around forward, and then releasing on the way back. Try to keep your shoulders and your head relatively still as you circle your hips around, going the other direction that you started with. Now loosen it up and just have fun. Pretend like you're circling a hula hoop. Pretend like you maybe want to go a little faster, a little faster. Maybe you want to circle in a circle. Ooh, circle in a circle is always so fun. Imagine that hula hoop circling around your waist. Slow it down and then speed it up. And hopefully you're starting to feel kind of warm through the core. 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's go ahead and go down to the mat now. We're gonna start on our back. Okay, so just roll down onto your back. And just so you know, these are shorts underneath my little skirt thing here. So little wardrobe explanation there. So we're gonna begin with our knees apart and our feet apart as well. Engage your core by lifting your pelvic floor, pulling your belly button toward your spine. And we're not actually going to crunch, but we are gonna lift opposite arm and leg toward each other. I want you to keep the legs apart like a frog, like frog legs. And remember, we're playing leapfrog and we're butterfly catching, all of this fun. But this is another kind of full body warm up and really beginning to strengthen and activate the core. So lengthen through the right arm, bent at the left leg, and you're just gonna bring, with your core strong, your right arm toward your left inner foot. So back and exhale up. Back, exhale up. Back, exhale up. Inhale, exhale. Think of using your inner thigh muscles, your hip flexors, your abdominals, and your breath to really bring that inner arch toward the hand. Try not to let your whole body tip over to the left. So try to keep strong and on your back as you bring that foot and hand together. Let's do 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, abs are pulled in. 6, 5, exhaling as you bring the leg up. 4, exhale. 2, and 1. Okay, you should be feeling that in that inner thigh area. Feels a nice little burn there. A little burn in a good way. So now we're going to do the other side. Take a minute to rock it out. And then come back to your neutral spine and pelvis position. Let the legs drop out to the side. Right leg goes toward left hand. So strong through the core, and exhale as you bring that right inner arch to the left hand. So exhale. Exhale. Belly button to spine. Feeling those inner thigh muscles working. Feeling your hip flexors and your abs. Slow and controlled. Make it a full body experience where you're stretching and then strengthening. Stretch out your arms, strengthen through your core. Ten more. 9, 8, 7. Remember to breathe with me. 6, 5. Don't make me do it alone. 4, 3. Don't let your low back arch. Don't do that. 2, and 1. Okay, good job. Relax it out. Arch and round your low back. And we are going to do some more froggy work. So you're going to bring your feet together and your knees apart, lifted through the pelvic floor, pulled in through the low belly. This might be a little much for some people. So if this makes your low back arch when you come forward, then definitely stop, reset yourself, maybe take a rest. Just see what you can do. So you are going to first, let's bring our legs up to start. So my feet are together, my knees are apart. Now really engage through the abdominals. Pull belly button to spine, and you are going to lift your hips off the floor as you bring your knees together. So you might want to just stay here where you're lifting the hips off the floor as you bring your knees together. If you want more, then you do this move, but at the end of touching the ground, and then you come up. Take it very slow. Touch the ground and then exhale up. Make sure that as you touch the ground, your feet touch the ground, your low back does not arch down or arch up away from the floor. You want to keep your core strong and engaged, and this was definitely not the right wardrobe choice for today, but it's too late now. So don't let that low back arch. Remember that you can just stay high and not bring your feet down to the ground. Choose your own adventure here, but you should really be feeling this in the inner thigh muscles and of course the abdominals. Just make sure that your belly button pulls in toward your spine and you're not letting your low back arch. So stop and rest and reset if you need to, but let's do 5 more of whatever you're doing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my gosh. Hug the knees to the chest and then straighten one leg at a time. Left leg forward and right leg forward. Okay, we're gonna do some butterfly catching now. So first we're gonna do a butterfly bridge and then a side plank and catch with our arms. So the butterfly bridge is your knees are gonna go out to the side, and then as you come up, you're gonna lift your bottom off the floor and bring your knees together. So down and up, down and up. This stretches out the front of the body and strengthens the back. So it kind of reverses all that work that we just did. You can have your hands above your head if you like that. Really feel this working your inner thighs. This is also a great exercise for your pelvic floor. Ten more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Oh, your inner thighs should be burning in a good way. Again, right knee to the chest, left leg long, and then switch. Our last move that we're going to do is a side plank, and I'll show you how you can do it from your elbow or a full side plank if you're ready for that. So hug those knees in, and I'm going to come up into a plank position just briefly. We're going to be in a plank, and then we're going to move into our full side plank. So belly button to spine, tuck your toes under, and come into a plank from your knees, and then drop your hips to this is my left, and then top leg straightens, and staying right here, it's from your knee. Or you can come to a full plank, drop both feet to the left, it's my left, your shoulders are still square facing forward for a moment, really pull your tummy in, and then bring your hand up. So from here, if you realize that you got here, but no, it's too much, that's okay too. You can drop the bottom leg, or you can keep the bottom leg straight and make the top leg go in front for support. Just try to make sure that your body is straight like a plank as much as you can. Another variation is that you can do that exact same thing from your elbows. Have your elbow bent, hand facing forward, and then bottom leg bent, top leg straight, or you can have your feet staggered and your body straight like a plank. So choose what you want to do, either that full plank, or you can be from your elbow as shown. So whatever you do, take a little rest, and then we're going to come back into it. I'm going to show the full plank. I'm going to drop my feet to the side, and now I'm going to bring my arm up and hand overhead, and you're going to swoop around like you're catching butterflies with your hand. 10 times. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Strong through the core, and hands down, and come down one knee at a time, and all the way back into child's pose. Deep belly breath. Relax into it. That's a wonderful exercise for shoulder mobility as well. Sometimes our shoulders get really stiff, especially as we get older. So it's a great idea to do these exercises for really flexibility of your shoulders as well as strength of your core. So let's go ahead and go on to the other side. Instead of turning my back toward you, I will just face the other way. So just do the other side of whatever you just did. Now, I'll show you some variations. One variation was the full plank version, where we start either from our knees and we come to the side and then come into the plank here, or we start from a full plank and we roll our feet to the side. Now my feet are going to the right. My heels are going to the right. And then we come into the side plank. Or you can start on your elbows. Your elbow is bent, hand facing forward. Bottom leg can be bent, top leg straight, and just stay here. Or your feet can be staggered and you're in a side plank from your elbows. This is pretty hard actually, but it's great if you have wrist pain to do a side plank this way. All right, choose your own adventure. Take a little break from whatever you were just practicing and then go back into your plank version that you choose to do. So whether it's this one or the full plank. I will do the full plank simply because that's what I did on the other side. So come up into the full plank or whatever version you choose, dropping down, staggered feet, carefully coming up. Just take a minute to be here right now. Try to look at your body in your mind's eye, make sure it's diagonal like a plank, and then hand up overhead. And it's like you're swirling around, butterfly catching. 10 more, 9, 8, 7, core is strong, 6, keep breathing, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And hand down, knee down, and sit back in child's pose. Deep belly breath. Take a deep breath and round up when you're ready. Stretch the hands out behind you. Interlace your fingers, clasp them behind your back, and stretch them back. Maybe your head drops forward and then looks up. And again, drop it forward. And look it up. And then take a minute to sit on your left hand and pull your head across toward the right shoulder. You should feel a nice stretch in the side right here of your upper neck area. And then guide your head up to the middle. And other side, sit on your right palm. And pull your head down toward your left shoulder. Feeling that stretch right here in the right side of your neck and shoulder area. And now guide your head up to the middle and just roll out the shoulders. Great job today, as always. Great job more than anything just for being here and sticking with me, showing up for me, showing up for yourself for all of these days of ab camp that you have done. I'm proud of you. Keep going. I look forward to having you join me tomorrow for yet another day. And until next time, remember to eat clean, move every day, and you will shine brighter.